This is Pod Populi, podcast for the people.
And you had an idea that we shouldn't start it like that. We should pre-record something, right?
Great idea.
Right.
It's a great idea. We should not start it like that.
Anyway, Sandra,
Hi, Christine.
how are you?
I'm great.
Wow, we are together in Wyoming, as you can see. Well, you can't see because you don't see us unless you're looking at us on social media. But
Does that mean we didn't start like a YouTube channel?
oh, that'd be kind of fun. But that's so much work.
Isn't
But
it?
maybe we could do a podcast with video. That means we have to do our makeup every time now. I don't. If there are small children, no, it doesn't.
I mean, I'm looking at me now, but maybe I will see.
Okay. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to Swedes on the Loose. We are here together in Wyoming.
And we're on, yeah, it feels like I'm on the loose. And
You are on.
you've been on the loose for a long time, but specifically in Wyoming for a year and a half.
Yes.
And I'm here still visiting Christina.
Yeah.
Those of you who are listening to the last episode, you know that I had a little spontaneous lightning bolt moment and decided to put my daughter and our dog in the car and drove for what I thought was going to be 13 hours, because that's what you said.
Well, that's what GPS said.
That is what you said.
Yeah.
And so you were wrong.
No, GPS was wrong. I don't know what route you took because it wasn't supposed to take that long. It's going to be interesting to see when you go home how long it takes.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't use Waze. I would use Google Maps.
I've never used Google Maps. I've only always used Waze or what's it called? MapQuest.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to try MapQuest.
Okay.
Anyway, so here we are. It was like 15 hours. It was a long trip, you guys. But
she made it.
It was worse.
They made it.
Every minute. Yeah.
We are so happy to have Sandra and
So what did
Vivi. What haven't we done? What did we do yesterday?
I think we've done a lot.
We've done a lot. Well, in between of working, because we're both full time, and Robert, Sandra's boss, is overseas and is dealing with stuff there, and it's time difference, and she gets phone calls at 3:00 in the morning and has to deal with that, and my peeps are on the East Coast, so
No, we're doing. I mean, it's kind of been helpful actually. A couple of times. Yeah, I've just been working with a bunch of different people, but it's nice to have had you like in the background going like, do you think this? And
but
yeah.
in that bollplank, what do you say that?
Volley, just a
Sounding board.
American.
Sounding board. We're good sounding boards together, actually, though.
Yeah.
So what have we done? Well, we have fed chickens. We have not mucked stalls, but we've ridden.
Yeah.
Or your daughter rode.
Yeah.
And we walked another horse. We've lunched horses. We have
nature.
We have been in amazing. So pretty. Yeah. Today we went to the Tetons. Yeah, I agree. This is church. I agree.
Yeah.
We went to the Tetons, the Grand Tetons up in Jackson Hole, which is amazing. I mean, it's so gorgeous. And with a 15-year-old in the back seat, who kept saying, "Don't turn around. Are we done? Are we there?" But she does appreciate it.
She does appreciate it. Yeah. Actively wanted to go, and she loved it. But I think, when Christine and I get together, it's a little, we go off the rails a little bit. And I can only imagine it's got to be a lot for her,
We're pretty good at it, though, because we always speak English. Like, automatically, we speak English because I know Viv is there.
Right.
Because her daughter, Vivi, does not speak Swedish. I think she understands a little bit of Swedish.
Yeah.
But she doesn't speak Swedish. So
pulling up, like, old school Swedish music, I mean, that's got to be, like, she's, at that point, she's already deep in her phone, with her
earbuds.
Yeah.
She's tuned out. She's completely tuned out. And those things are, whatever she can't hear a word I'm saying.
No.
She cannot hear a word I'm saying. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Which is scary. But, because anyway, so we came home and what did we do? Oh, we borrowed the neighbor's horse and brought him into the field, and she got to ride him, which was cute. He's 27-year-old horsey, and that was a dream for all of us to have a horse in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Can I mow the lawn?" I'm like, "Sure." You want to mow the lawn because we have a riding lawnmower, And I totally know the feeling because when we first got our lawnmower, I was like, I'm on it. This is me. I was smiling from ear to ear, and it was just so fun. And she did a great job.
Yeah.
She really did. So I think we're going to hire Viv to come back and do our snow blowing this winter. She's like, that would be so fun.
She'll be here.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, it's just being with each other, I think is actually, really a lot of fun.
There's a big world out there.
There is.
So what's so crazy for me is I'm fairly well traveled, like globally, internationally, and then not so much within the U.S.
Me neither.
So I like this trend. I really, really like this. I want to see more of the U.S. and kind of figure out, take the next year or so to kind of figure out what my next chapter might look like when the kids are a little bit older and when I have more flexibility. Yeah. So that's, I'm exploring and explore mode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, America is a big country and there's so much to see. And I've lived in a few of them, but there's so much more to explore.
Have you ever been to where Sweden? Was it
Minnesota? Yeah. I've never been to Minnesota. That would actually be fun to go to Minnesota.
So fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm trying to remember. I think one of our friends drove through Minnesota and went to all the Swedish. They had like a big dollarhäst, like a big horse. There's a lot of Swedish communities in Minnesota. So if any of you are listening out there, give us a holler. We'll come and visit you. That would be fun. That would be that's a long road trip, though. I think we would fly.
Oh, yeah. I'm not driving.
I'm too old to drive that far.
It doesn't have to do with that. It just has to do with the fact that it's a long drive.
I know. But my sciatica can't do that. My butt hurts.
Yeah.
From driving that far.
So I actually took, which is why I took that pad.
Yeah.
So Mia, my daughter, she has a wheelchair that she doesn't like to use very much at all, really.
Yeah.
Because she uses her walker. But we have the wheelchair, and in the wheelchair, it comes with this like very cushy pad.
Yeah.
And last minute, as we were kind of pulling out, I'm like, I'm gonna bring that. So I started off the road trip sitting on this cushion.
Yeah.
And it was weird. I had to lower my seat, which was the first time I've ever had to do that because I'm tiny.
Yeah.
And I'm usually sitting like way up high, like, way up close.
Did you like it?
I did. But then after a while, it was good. Then after a while, I think once we got to, I don't remember at what point. At one point, I just pulled it out.
Okay.
So I got tired of it.
Yeah.
And it helped because then you're just shifting.
Oh, right. You're sitting differently. Yeah. I remember when we drove here, when we moved to Wyoming, we took 2 days. We drove here in 2 days, but we also had 5 dogs and a cat.
Right.
And we had a trailer and 2 trailers actually. But I sat on a tennis ball on my sciatica. I took a tennis ball and put it right under my butt, right at my
great idea.
Just to push that nerve, and it actually worked.
Maybe like half a tennis ball.
I don't know if it gives you enough pressure. I don't know, but maybe try it. No, we got millions of tennis balls. So anyway, so yeah, so it's been
and
fun.
The other thing we did was we drove the UTV.
Oh, that's right.
Baby drove the.
So we have a off-road. Well, not off-road. It's an all-terrain utility vehicle. Yeah. It's a Ranger, whatever it's called. Ranger. Yeah, but Ranger something. Okay. Anyway, so it's a UTV that we used in the forest and we used around the house and stuff like that. And we drove up to the mountains kind of behind us up here called Strawberry Creek. And Viv, who is 15, I let her drive it and she thought it was so much fun. And it was pretty off-roady.
Yeah. And then on the way home,
pointing at me.
She decided that she was going to go off-road from the off-road. She was like, oh, there's a new path. Let's go there. And before she's very un-Swedish in this way. She doesn't stop and get consensus, with everybody else. In Sweden, it would be like you have a meeting in the car and talk about what we're about to do, that we're shifting directions. No, Christina's lived in the U.S. for a long time.
Yes.
So she just goes. She goes for it. So there we are.
Very narrow.
Very narrow. Yeah. We've got like branches coming in to the, basically like,
scratching up the car and us.
Yeah. And then we get to kind of a screeching halt because there's a sharp turn and a downhill. Drop down onto the actual path.
With a rock that's the size of Wyoming.
And then drop on the other side of that path. And so then we're like, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like I'm sitting in the back, Christina's in the front, Vivi's up front next to Christina. And they're like, okay, well, I guess we kind of have to go down. And I'm like, wait, pause. Like, really? And they're like, well, what are we going to do? We can't back up. And then in my head, I'm thinking, why not?
It was so narrow. Yeah. It was so narrow. It would have been a pain in the butt to go back.
So they just went for it.
I said, lean toward the non-ravine.
So I like move. I'm sitting actually behind Christina, and then I go, all right. So then I shift to the other side
to get the weight over there.
And at first I was like, maybe you should get out. And Christina goes, no, I need your weight.
That was really reassuring and very safe.
Yes, very reassuring. At that point, that's what we did. I'm like, maybe shit back up. Like maybe that was a viable option.
Well, nope. So we went down and it was just fine.
Okay. It was just fine. Right? Yeah, it's fine.
We're here.
Yes.
We're survived. And we did it.
Unless this is the afterlife.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe. And Viv thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, she did.
I felt pretty brave, to be honest with you.
Oh, you left her.
Very brave. I just know there was dumb. You can say it if you want to.
Tipped over, and you guys, it could have.
They could have, yeah. But it didn't.
Then would you have felt so brave?
I would have felt hurt and not so brave. No, but it didn't. So coulda, woulda, shoulda. We can't live like that.
I know. You're very. This is why you're like the go getter. You're like,
well, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And it was harder to go backwards. And I always say, don't look back because you're not going that way.
Yeah,
you're going forward.
Hard to know when to use which expression. There's an expression for everything, and you just don't know if it's like. Which one is the one to pull in? Like, that could have been like better safe than sorry.
Or who you talk to. Remember we talked about this story?
Yeah, I know.
In the car, right?
I know.
And, the person was driving like an idiot.
Yeah.
And,
her explanation was he had to hurry home to go pee. And my explanation was, he probably had somebody in the hospital.
Yeah.
And you can't start. And he was hands on your life experience.
And your view.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's always an expression that fits.
In hindsight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always an expression. Half the time, you just don't know statistically, is it going to be the right? Did you pull in the right expression for the right situation?
Well, you don't know until it happened.
You don't know until the fat lady thing.
And I still haven't. We haven't looked it up since our last episode, but that's okay because that was only 2 minutes ago.
Thank you.
But anyway, so we've done a lot, and it's been crazy, beautiful weather. It was hot in the sun yesterday, like crazy hot. But then it rained, and then was it last night or the night before we had thunder? What's today? Friday? Is today Friday? When did you get here? Yesterday? Gosh, we've done so much. Was it last night? It was crazy thunder.
It might have been last night.
Is it today Friday?
It is Friday.
When did you get here?
Thursday.
So it must have been last night.
Maybe. Yeah. What?
No, it can't be.
No, it must have been Thursday.
You slept here for 2 nights.
Thursday.
What is today?
Today's Friday.
And when did you get here? Wednesday?
Oh my gosh, we got here on Wednesday.
You got here on Wednesday. Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We had crazy thunder and lightning on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday was Thursday. God, we're good. So
it really doesn't matter, but yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But we've had some beautiful weather. That's my point.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're going to my dear friend Mike, my darling Mike, the veterinarian.
Got to meet Mike.
Yes.
He is really sweet.
Oh, he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
And Viv got to ride Goody, my favorite little pony horse. He's so sweet. He behaved really well.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to take the 27-year-old old horse on a walk with us.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, Mike is he's hosting a crab feast, a Maryland blue crab feast. So we're eating steamed Maryland blue crabs, which will be so fun. And we're about 30 people. So we're hoping it won't rain on us tomorrow because we're going to be sitting outside. So
yeah.
And it's kind of chilly. And today we actually saw fall colors. When we drove to the Tetons today and drove up to Jackson Hole and past Jackson Hole and up to the Grand Tetons, which are amazing. Summer, winter, spring, fall, it doesn't matter. But today it's higher elevation than we are because we're at 6,000, a little bit of 6,300, and I think they're 7.5 or 8,000. And you can tell that the trees are turning, so they're going.
Yeah,
orange and-
some of them have that beautiful color. And I learned that the Snake River, I didn't know this,
I didn't either.
that the Snake River connects to the Pacific
Right.
through, what is it?
Through the
Idaho.
Yep.
Through Idaho.
Yep.
And
Through
River.
river was. I don't remember. I want to say Columbia. Was it Columbia?
Oh, okay. So for all you guys who are really good at
Geography.
geography and Jeopardy, I'm gonna say, yeah. So it connect. What river does the Snake River connect to the Pacific through? It's something in Idaho.
Yeah, I thought it was Columbia, but it can't be. But anyway, I did not know that the Snake River, which is a huge river, goes all the way to the Pacific Ocean.
It's beautiful, and it's really, it really just is making me want to rewatch Legends of the Fall and the river runs through it, and not just for Brad Pitt, which is the reason. What was it?
Oh, or Robert Redford.
Right.
Yes.
Of course. 100%.
Yes.
But just that, I just kind of fell in love with
the scenery. Is just, I mean, everywhere you look, it's just so pretty. I mean, this is my backyard. This is nuts. It really is. And we're obviously sitting outside. It's a bit chilly and the wind is coming in, but we thought we should enjoy sitting outside and hanging out.
I wish you guys could be here and just soak it up.
It's amazing.
Those of you who are lucky enough to,
live in a place like this.
Live in a place like this. Gosh, tell me about it. I want to know more. I mean, if you want to share, I get. If you don't, you want to keep it a secret. But
see, I want to be the last one in. I don't want anyone else to know where we live. I don't want anyone to find Bedford. But that's just because I'm serious. I don't want anyone else to find Bedford. It is so pretty. Yeah. And I want to circle when we talk about our audience. We keep talking about that we need to make sure that we talk to our audience, and because we're getting more and more listeners. And so we gave a shout out to Haley Lannon, who is our now social media gal, and she's helping us to get us more presence. To more presence on Instagram and Facebook. So 2 Sweets on the Loose on Instagram and Sweets on the Loose on Facebook. And we would love, and we talked about this before, and we said it before, but we would actually love to get comments, feedback, questions, tips and tricks of how to survive being a mom for dogs, how to move, how to relocate, find a new job, survive hardship, celebrate stuff, anything you want to talk to us about. We would love to do that.
Here's what I'm doing. The new thing for me that I think is going to be a game changer, and I'm really looking forward to it. I now have a cleaner.
Oh, so jealous.
I haven't had a cleaner in, I don't know, over...
Cleaners or housekeepers?
Okay. Yeah. That's a great question. How do we refer to them?
Yeah.
How do
her or she or he
to the service in a respectful
way?
Yeah. I would just say, I mean, the gal that I'm connected with, her name is Millie.
Yep.
And she's going to be the house cleaner. So.
Okay. So is there a house cleaner, housekeeper, or cleaner? I always said my housekeeper, and she kept my house, spit, spot, span. It was perfect.
It matters how you say it. I like housekeeper.
Yeah,
I'll like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
because if someone calls me secretary, I will give them a black eye.
Good point. I'm going to ask Millie.
Yeah, do that.
And the best part about Millie, well, besides the fact that she's going to be cleaning my house,
yes,
is that she speaks Spanish and English, and I get a chance to practice my Spanish.
Oh,
she's very patient with me, but I haven't used my Spanish in a long time.
Yeah.
So
right.
But I am looking forward to that.
I actually missed that. We had a housekeeper for the longest time, and we got her from a dear friend of ours. She was referred to us from a dear friend of us who moved back to Australia, Miss Anna. If you're listening, this is a shout out to you, Miss Anna. And so we had housekeeper Antoinetta, and she was awesome. I mean, at the time we had English Mastiffs when she first started with us, so we had stalagmites from the ceiling, from drools, from dog drool, from the dogs. And she would point up to the ceiling and she would go say, especial. And I'm like, yeah, especial. So yeah, no, she was amazing. And again, I got to practice my Spanish, which I've never taken Spanish.
Oh.
So I had to learn by Google Translate.
Yeah.
And just, speaking a little bit of Italian, you can just throw that in.
No, that you speak Italian?
Yeah, a little bit. So just to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
So, wasn't in Ibiza for a while, in Spain. So anyway.
Wait, that's not Italian.
No, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
So, but I was hanging out with Italian boys. Okay, good thing Mom and Dad is not listening to this, especially not Dad. Mom is no longer with us, but Mom knows. She knows my secrets. But anyway, we're hanging out with some Italian boys. But anyway, so that's where Ibiza comes in. But my point is, I agree with you. Having someone who is bilingual is really cool because you can practice another language.
Yeah, and it's good for your
Besides-
brain,
yep.
all that stuff. So
Because we're lucky because we can switch between Swedish and English without thinking, right?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Become,
exactly.
yeah.
There
Yeah.
she goes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we're very fortunate that way that we can switch around. So, but anyway, so we were sitting here in Wyoming today, and we're like, we need to get some one episode done, and we thought, what a better way to do it than doing it here together.
Yeah.
So
Really
So,
fun.
yeah,
Super
and then you guys are driving home on Sunday.
Yep. And then next week we'll be back. We're back in the Inferno heat, and then
Yes.
we'll go back to doing our remote sessions and
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I might start doing some of our podcasts from home.
I know.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. I need to pick up a good
Microphone.
microphone.
I like this one. Yeah. So anyway, so I don't know. Have we talked long enough today? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't
know either, but I think that we have. And because it's getting cold out here.
It is because the person who lives in Phoenix, Arizona. But no, it is cold out here.
Yeah.
But no, we shout out to Haley for helping us with social media. Check us out online. Ask us questions. Give us
Next week.
feedback.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we have a guest next
We have a
week.
guest next week.
Yes,
It's gonna be a good one.
it will be good. We won't tell you who it is. She's got some great connections. And she's got some great stories.
She's got some good
And
mojo.
another crazy Swede.
another
Another
on the
Swede.
loose.
Yeah,
She's always on the loose.
she really is.
Yeah.
I don't know how I don't think that woman ever sleeps.
The energy
Yeah.
level.
I thought I was energetic.
Yeah.
And she's older than me.
She's something else.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
yes, we have a guest next week,
She's fun.
which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
And if you guys have anyone that you want to recommend or yourself that want to be on our podcast, we did actually get an email from Pod Populi to connect with a couple of different podcasts
Yeah, we
that
need to do that.
they host. So we might show up on someone else's show.
That's how
or,
we'll just show up on somebody else's show. We'll
Right.
invite
We'll
ourselves.
invite ourselves. We're just going to show up. Or we invite them to come to our show.
Yeah.
Because I like this format. I like sitting beside you and having you here with me. And and maybe we want to do video because I think this is kind of fun.
I
So,
like it.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
You can tell us what you think. But on that note, I think we're going to end.
because Sandra's cold,
Check us out on social media. And
give us a shout out. Give us a holler and see, tell us what you think and what you're up about, what you're on about, and what questions you want to know or what you think we should dig deeper into. And Sandra will find out why the expression is, it's not, what's the expression?
it ain't over until the fat lady sings. We're not singing. None of these fat ladies are singing today.
I sing all the time.
Okay. On that note,
Thank you, everyone. Hey,